Ben 10 has always been the superhero who protects the world from villains. We've seen him face many foes throughout the Ben 10 series, but what if Ben Tennyson himself became the villain? What would happen? Come with me and let's explore whether Ben can really turn evil. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and drop a like. In the movie Ben 10 Alien Extinction, we saw an evil version of Ben. What's his story? Ben started out as a good version, just like any other Ben, living with Gwen and Grandpa Max. Then Vilgax came to Earth, and Ben fought him alone, telling Gwen and Max to stay back. They didn't listen and rushed in to help, only to be wiped out by Vilgax in a single strike right before Ben's eyes. He lost them forever. Vilgax then tried to steal Ben's Omnitrix, but after smashing it several times, it backfired and destroyed Vilgax, transforming Ben into Alien Tech X. From there, he traveled through time dimensions to steal other Ben's Omnitrixes and even their families like Grandpa Max. He even personally defeated the Ben of Omniverse. Eventually, all the good Bens and Gwens from every dimension united to stop evil Ben and were able to defeat and imprison him. In the episode The Passage, Ben joins the Forever Knights and helps them build a time portal machine. When the gate opens, he and Forever Knight travel back to stop Phil and Max Tennyson from contacting the aliens, thus preventing the Omnitrix from arriving on Earth and stopping the Zerg from ever attacking, as seen in Ben 10 Games 10. Forever Knight would become the strongest being on Earth and seize control, but Ben realizes this and alongside Gwen and Kevin stops him, trapping Forever Knight and Kevin in the time portal. In Inversion, the high override of the Fulminari controls Ben's mind. While trying to stop a Fulminari invasion with Vilgax inside the Omnitrix, Ben, transformed into Shock Rock, becomes evil, attacks Vilgax and sends him into null space, then even goes after Glitch. He nearly kills the Tennysons before they break the high override's control and Ben returns to normal. In the Safari episode, Tempicto turns Ben evil by crafting a voodoo doll and activating a curse with Ben's hair. She puppeteers him, silencing him and forcing him into alien forms at will. He almost drowns a ship full of kids and fights Gwen and Grandpa Max until they tear apart the doll and break the curse, restoring Ben's true self. In Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, Ben decides to kill Kevin because he's become too dangerous, wanting to absorb Gwen's energy. Ben turns into a merciless villain, injures Gwen and attacks the Forever Knights headquarters and anyone connected to Kevin, all to get to him. He confronts Kevin, but Gwen convinces him to try an alternative. Absorb Kevin's energy to restore him. They succeed and Ben comes back to his senses.
In The Ultimate Sacrifice, Ben suddenly transforms into an evil, ultimate humongosaur and tries to kill Gwen and Kevin. They capture him, but he breaks free and before harming them further is drawn into the Ultimatrix itself, only to discover the ultimate aliens inside have become corrupted and want to kill him and break free of the Watch. Ben gives them what they want, sacrifices himself, liberating them and returning them to their home planets. In classic Ben 10, Ben teams up with evil Kevin to rob arcade machines and even steals an advanced copy of Sumo Slammer before release. They're ambushed by the police, fight together to defeat and trick the officers, turning Ben into a full-blown criminal through his alliance with Kevin. And let's not forget all the evil Bens from Ben 10 Omniverse who teamed up with Vilgax to wipe out the good Bens, like Mad Ben, who turned his timeline into a wasteland desert using the Power Watch and his armored aliens, Nega Ben, who lost Gwen and Grandpa Max and donned the Negatrix to become a villainous alien, Bad Ben, who was evil from the start and went mad with power after claiming the Omnitrix and its toughest aliens, Ben Zaro, infected by a virus that destroyed half his brain and turned him and his aliens into zombies, Eon, whose watch was destroyed, so he built a time portal device from its wreckage and became a villain bent on destroying other Bens. Finally, what do you think, friends? Which evil version or moment when Ben turned villain is your favorite? Write your opinions in the comments.